Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday, the 3rd of Rocktober. Rocktober officially begins
I have so much
tomorrow.
Okay, I'm a little overwhelmed.
Last night I wasn't able to sleep because Jeannie was having nightmares.
What?
And then when
Are you being serious?
And then when she has nightmares, she's like, and I think her nightmare last night was that we're going on vacation.
I do. I like whimper in my. I was having nightmares.
You were having nightmares for like an hour last night. And I'm imagining like her nightmare is like hanging out with the family, not working, not coming into the store, not shipping gingerbread kits. She's like, ah! Ah!
He's trying to grab me and take me out of the store, and I'm grabbing the door frame. That's probably what's happening.
I normally I shake her like she does in the morning when she's like, I'll get up with the dogs.
I got up with the dogs again. I got up with the dogs again this morning. And I didn't say anything until he started talking to me. You started talking, and that's why I talked back. Otherwise, I would have just left the room. What? So
I'm in the store until tomorrow at about 2.
Yeah, so if you need
and then
Patrick,
I'm out.
Get Patrick now. I am going to be doing a little bit of work, so it's going to be hard for me not to work.
We'll be doing a little bit of work, but your primary
we just
goal
have
is
so
to
much
hang out with Violet.
Yes, I will be hanging out with Violet, and Violet has a friend coming, and I was like, oh my God, her friend's coming, so then they'll want to go do like.
And she was like,
stuff.
Oh, I can work. Oh my God.
Is that awful?
It's
Is anyone
awful.
else? Is anyone else like me? Am I the worst? Do I suck?
I don't think you suck,
But kind of.
You think you're done with fun.
I am not. He keeps telling me that I'm not done with fun. I'm so much fun.
You've been coming around.
Right? I started dinner last night.
That's fun.
And then I made Patrick finish it. And then I got up with the dogs this morning. But he told me, he goes, you only get a 25%.
Yeah, I didn't get coffee. I had to do the dishes.
It was too early. I don't like bringing the coffee up to him.
I had to do the dishes.
I want him to
snooze. And she went and vacuumed her room and started her 10 needles. So as soon as she left, the dogs were going ape poop. And all I could hear was... I'm like sitting in bed like, oh my God.
And the dogs
I was like waiting. I was like, maybe she'll show up with some coffee.
No, because I think you're snoozing. I want to let you snooze. And the vacuum, I think it's ironic that the vacuum drives, but because we own a vacuum store, that my dogs.
Poppy makes the weirdest sounds.
She's so cute
when she attacks the vacuum.
When she and it's so cute. I just keep vacuuming.
I like yell at her once and then she stops, but Jeannie just lets her do it.
It's so cute because she goes. Her bark is like she's got I'm gonna attack the vacuum bark, and it's super high pitched, and then she jumps straight up into the air down on the vacuum. And it is so like up and over, like rainbowing over. It's so cute that I just let her do it, and I don't reprimand. I'm the problem.
This is the story.
I am the problem.
Jeannie's the problem.
I know I'm the problem. Krista said she loved her Luminaire class with you, and I am not the you should see me when I get home. I'm like glued to the couch. Actually, I've been kind of productive. I've been like working.
We haven't been working at the pace that we were working though. Like the brother sale almost killed us.
I'm gonna
Like we were moments from death.
That's
Either
true.
that or I might have no, that's not the right thing to say, but I was like,
I'm ordering some more stuff. Email me.
oh my God, would you stop?
So, I got in. So, a bunch of people ordered 5x7s and 7x12s, and I got half of them. I still haven't gotten in roller feet. They just sent
me like four
right bi-level feet. We've ordered like 30. Why they're sending us 4 and that's all we get?
Because that's what they have.
Silly. I'm waiting for extension tables for the Stellar Justiny, that size machine, the Meridians, the 6200D extension tables I'm waiting for. What else am I still waiting for? They sent me some edge joining, but not all. So there are some things that we are still waiting for that are holding up some orders. But if you have an order and you're like, I can't take it anymore, send me what you have. Let me know. So as far as shipping goes, we are going to ship. I don't have Patrick to watch the dogs.
We're not.
I'm going to ship this weekend some.
No, she's
Monday.
going to spend time with my daughter.
But Monday we're going to ship all the mug rugs.
No, I said I would come in on Monday evening.
Oh, we're shipping all the mug rug stuff.
And so we'll get some shipping done in the evenings. We're not coming in during the day because then we get caught here and stuck here.
I'm going to ship as much
at ignoring my email when I'm on vacation.
I'm going to ship as much as I can Friday and Saturday.
But you're going to go home and spend time with Violet.
Monday afternoon, we'll ship too.
I don't know, I've actually asked some questions regarding the dock workers strike, and I don't know, I don't think we're going to have many supply chain challenges from a shipping standpoint on the East Coast. Right now, it sounds like, the majority of our product comes into the West Coast. The suppliers that I've reached out to have basically told me that they don't expect the East Coast to create significant delays, at least not yet. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
I'm going to ship out as many of these as possible, meaning I've already shipped some. This is the brown box special for the mystery wallflower quilt that Kimberbell's doing. However, I reordered to put together more sets, and guess what? I don't get it. They sent me all the thread except for one. They sent everything UPS except for one. Except the peppermint, and they sent that USPS, and it's stuck in Florida. So I might reach out and be like, can you wait until next week for if you want it all together. So we are going to be doing sew-alongs for the mug rugs, but we're only doing 2. Suzanne's going to do one. I think she's doing the barn. She loves barns. I told the girls, pick what you love. It's a free sew-along, so you pick what you love. And then I don't know which one Dana's going to do. So we'll see which one. I know it won't be the gnomes because she doesn't love gnomes.
Maybe it'll be fish.
Although she made me a gnome because she knows I love gnomes. So, so there will be a sew-along. I'm going to wait. So I want to wait until everyone gets their mug rug stuff. So not next week, but probably the week after we'll do one, and then we'll do another. And it, for some people, it's like your first project. There's new embroiderers, and some people just need a sit and sew to get you going. So, any questions?
I don't think so. Do we want to take up lever just briefly?
Do we have an ETA and best software? If you're talking
in the next week or two.
Did you talk to Chris?
Well, I mean, that's just consistent with what they've been telling us. They told us
he told
2.5 to 3
He told me they would
weeks.
ship it to us in 2 weeks. I think it's been 2 weeks since I asked that question, but I haven't seen any shipping.
Yeah.
So, when we'll get it? When they send it. I could ask him again, but seems like maybe the information's inaccurate. I want to talk about a couple of classes that are coming up. That one, can you hand me that?
This with the clips on it?
So this is a class that is up. I'll have to move it to the top of the promotions page. So Michelle's going to be doing this class. It is quilting. What's the quilting 6 ways? I think it's called Quilting 6 Ways. And so these are placemats, but she's putting it up, so that's why they're kind of displayed like this. Maybe, Michelle, I think you might have to tell them all the 6 ways. We've got traditional grid work with either quilt bar or guideline markers. Stippling.
Is that in the hoop?
In the hoop. This is, yeah. So some of it is going to be traditional sewing machine. And some of it is going to be, here, we're going to cozy up. Here, you can talk about it with Patrick.
Okay.
And then maybe show them their kit options.
Okay. I don't have pictures of them. I mean, I did.
But they're right here. I brought them over.
So, on this quilting placemats 6 ways, you're going to use 6 features that are in your machines, in your Luminaire, Solaris, or Stellaire Altair machine. We're going to start with
so
the
it
Dream
has to be a
machine.
machine that has
Dream
a
machine?
9.5 by 14 inch hoop.
Yeah.
Dream Machine Destiny?
Yes, they're included.
You yes, Dream Machine Destiny, but you have to know your machine because I don't have one here to make a reference to. But we're going to start with embroidery. So you'll take one of the built-in designs and resize it to as large as you can get it. Obviously, the Luminaire and Solaris will have bigger ones. But if yours doesn't go only to the 9.5 by 14, then I'll have options for you to actually add some stuff around it to fill it up. And then on this one, I took 2 shapes that are in Design Center and created my own quilting pattern out of those 2 shapes. On this one,
can you join in Design Center 2 shapes in the Destiny and Dream Machine, Jeannie?
I don't know. I think you can.
Yeah, they have shapes in there.
Yeah, but can you do 2 shapes and create your own design?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can pull
okay.
in multiple shapes.
The other one is I'm going to show you one of my favorite tricks in Design Center, and that is how to use a stippling pattern when you have to rehoop so that you can't tell there's a line there that you actually rehooped. And then the grid pattern, you can either use the projector if you have that option on your Luminaire and Solaris, or you can use the traditional method of drawing some lines, or you can use my favorite method, which is put the quilt bars on the top of your digital dual feed walking foot, and then you can do the same thing. And then we're going to do just a basic in sewing, this basic stippling or serpentine stitch. And what else is on here? There was scanning a picture of a quilt design. So I just took a quilt design off the internet. I searched for free content. I sent it via the app to Design Center and then created a quilting pattern that I could either make small or make large and make small and make multiples, or make large and fill. So in other words, you're going to have 6 placemats.
How would that work? Destiny Dream Machine.
Don't know.
The app?
Yeah, don't.
They'd have to pull.
They'd
it
have to
in
scan it in.
via,
Yeah,
like,
the
JPEG?
scan. Well, the JPEG, yes, would work, or the scan board.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, because you always ask, what do I do with all of those designs that I have in
The decorative.
stitches? Each placemat, I have 3 different patterns that I used of the built-in decorative stitches to actually finish off the placemat. So it's a great learning experience. It's a great way to kind of push your skills. It's a good skill builder. And it's fun because you'll have a set of 6 placemats. Here are your choices. That is, I think that one's May. This is the June one. It's listed on the website.
This one's
tag it on
October
right now.
23rd.
Oh no, that's the class. That's the class. The class is October 23rd from 10:30 to 3.
Okay.
I will let you have a break for lunch if you all behave. And then this is one of the there's 6 pictures on each one. So all 6 of the placemats will be a little bit different. This is one that you have to pick from. This is one of mine that I really like because I have a birthday right around St. Patrick's Day. So there's one of the choices. And then I know that none of you will pick this one because it's always my favorite choice. Because, you know, it is actually spook season, you guys. Come on. So you have 4 different choices of placemat panels. And then this is the one that's the sample. It's this one, which is, they're the Riley Blake one. So they're done by month. So we have October, July, March, or October, June, March, and May. And then your kit comes with the panel and the backing because we have matching backing that goes with these panels. And on the website, this is
all on the website.
Yeah, on the website you're going to see
the promotions right now.
Like it'll say the actual placemat, and some of them might say type A or type B, and that's because we have more placemat toppers than we have of that one specific fabric. So there's 2 choices in the green, and there's 2 choices in the in this one too. They're both blues, but there's 2 choices because we have more panels than we have one roll of one bolt. And I chose a few different colors. I did my whole set in the sample set with the Tootie. I'm absolutely obsessed with that variegated thread right now, and the more colors Jeannie buys, the more of it I use in projects. So I would say, you know, check out the Tooties. We have a lot of different colors. If you want a color suggestion, give us a call. But I love the way it came out, and none of them had. And
even in embroidery.
Yeah, even in embroidery.
Did you have to slow the machine down or anything? It just did well.
It did well. I had it in the bobbin and I had it in the needle, and it's stitched beautifully. So, but your kit will include a panel and the backing, and then your supply list has some of the things that I used. So.
Gotcha.
And also, do you want to talk about this, or do you want me to?
You can talk about it, but just a little sneak peek.
Okay, you'll only get a sneak peek. Nobody get really excited and start calling the store. But I showed this a few months ago because I did this with what was left over of my my fabric that I used for the little Minky Kim zipper bags, the little pattern. But look at this. So we have plans. The kit, it'll be kitted with fabric for you. It'll be pre-recorded as a pre-recorded video series if you want to watch it, and it'll be an all-day class. We'll have fun. You'll use a lot of the different features on your machine as well as learning some fun sewing techniques.
Is that a similar class to the prior Minky Kim class?
Well, we haven't done the prior one yet.
Okay, all right.
That one's going to be a sew along. That one's the little bags it's a panel with all the little bags on it. And that's going to be a sew along because I can't possibly pick which bag I'll pick one. I'll have Jeannie pick one, and that's the one because I like them all. But this is going to be an actual class. The quilting on this was really kind of fun. It makes kind of a honeycomb on the back, so it really was it's like connecting the dots. It was just, once it goes together, I think that what I love the best about Minky Kim patterns is she makes up in quilting, in different kind of quilting techniques, she makes up for really simple pieces that go together quite nicely. You'll see that the back of mine here already has some binding sewn on it because it's like one step, then you're going to sew the next step and wrap the binding around. So it's all a little, it takes away one of those steps, and I show you a really fun technique on how to get these really pretty zipper bindings using a basted glue that you can put on, glue them down, put the iron on it, it sets the glue. You can sew a straight line because you don't have to worry about it shifting, and it disintegrates over time or washes out. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, but it's not on there yet. But that's just a little snippet.
So they're gonna start asking like tomorrow.
I know.
Class is going to come up. So do we have like somewhat of a time frame?
Yeah, I can have it up by next week. It's not going to happen until November. We're still waiting on a couple of parts. The kit will have the zipper tape in it. So if you've never worked with zipper tape before, where you get just a long piece of tape and then you put the zipper pulls on it, that's a good class. This will be a good class to kind of, cut your teeth with. I love zipper tape because there's no waste. I mean, a lot of times they say get a 12-inch zipper and you're like, well, I don't have 12-inch. I'm going to use this 16-inch and then half of it goes in the garbage. With this, you don't have that. So you cut the zipper to the size that you need. I usually leave it like half an inch on each side and then you're done. You have the whole roll. So, and then it's also, kind of fun to do the bind. It really looks like it's complicated. And it really isn't. It's very straightforward. So I think it's going to be fun. The class will be sometime in November. We're still waiting for zipper. We're still waiting for hardware. So the hardware, the zipper, all of that will be included. So it's got a little pull on the back. And then this is just one of my favorite tricks that I'll show you in that class. And that is not having any raw edges anywhere on your webbing, so that it looks a little bit more finished and you run the risk of not having that webbing ravel over time. So we'll have some fun. November class. Class should be up by next week.
So ask us in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So, what's next, Jeannie?
Okay, let me talk about it.
Sharon, if you're talking about the quilting for this is actually done sewing machine. So no, all of us are using the sewing side. It's not a pre-programmed embroidery design.
She's asking if this quilting class could be done on the 10 needle.
You could do it on the 10 needle, but the two sewing projects you would need your sewing machine for. Also keep in mind that your 10 needle has a narrower sewing field. So the size of the placemat,
You're
I
using
think
9.5 by 14, and they're going to be limited to.
And those I did in the 10 5/8 by 16 on the luminaire. So
okay,
if you're going from a hoop that's 10 5/8 by 16 to an 8 by 12 hoop, so you would definitely need to rehoop on pretty much all of the ones that are done in the hoop. The quilting one would be no problem, but the other ones might be a little of
Sharon,
a stretch.
the easiest way to answer your question is it's possible to do it on the 10 needle. You're going to need to be very familiar with your 10 needle, because what I'm hearing is, regardless of the machines that you're on, if you're not on app-driven machines, and I mean the app works with the 10 needle too.
Depends on which one they have. It has to be the newer one, because mine doesn't. Yeah, mine doesn't have it.
PR1055X. But the like the techniques may be a little different than what's being shown in class. And my guess is you're not going to have time to address every single individual machine in class.
No, I can't. It's
so
not
from
possible.
a standpoint of the class, would you consider this like advanced, mid-level?
Definitely intermediate. It should not be the first time you're using Design Center. It should not be the first time you are using the drop light feature and stuff on your machine. Or if it is the first time with the drop light, at least know where it's at and how it works.
Well, and then the other thing that can work, because the classes are videoed and rewatchable, you can always, take more time to do the project as you work your way through it. But yeah, so for those of you that are on those different machines, you just need to be proficient.
If I have enough people on a multi-needle machine, I can add a video of one or two of the techniques with the multi-needle. Keep in mind that your bobbin thread matches. So if you don't have any way to wind a bobbin with your multi-needle, you're probably not going to like what the back of the placemat looks like if you've just got bobbin thread. Or a solid, if you want a solid color, that would be fine too. But if I have enough people request that are actually in the class, I can do a couple of the techniques on my multi-needle at home and throw the videos for those up.
Okay. So a bunch of people are asking what's happening next week. So
I'll let Jeannie back in. Bye, guys.
I'm in the store until tomorrow at 2, and then I am out. Jeannie is in the store through Saturday. Store is open normal hours. So it is 10 to 4 Tuesday through Saturday, including Saturday. So, you know, the store will be open for normal operation. You and I will probably do a couple of live streams, but I don't want to commit. That's not true. We end up doing them all the time. It's
when we leave?
Like, other than you going to Korea, like anytime one of us
when
or
we're
both
not
of us,
in the store.
Yeah, we do them all the time. We've done them from Jackson. We've
that
done
was
them
it.
From Salt Lake. So
I don't remember ever doing anything from Salt Lake.
So maybe we'll do a couple. Maybe we won't commit to it.
Okay, I have a couple of things to talk about. Number one, I didn't forget about this. So the Minky Kim sew along with the panel, that's going to happen. I was just waiting for everyone to get, I don't want anyone to be left out. I was just waiting for everyone to get all their stuff. The zippers, the Sally tomato fruit zippers are going to be, they're supposed to ship to me on the 15th of this month. And you know, I was like, oh my God, October, it's October. So, we're going to do that. So if you want to do that sew along, I talked to Michelle. We're probably going to do it mid-November. They'll make fantastic little presents. This all comes from a panel. And I ordered backing fabric because people asked about backing fabric. That's up on the site too. I'll bump that to the top. So Minky Kim backing fabric, and that'll give you more bang for your buck. So instead of having to use whatever the panel is, you can do the backing fabric, and then you can stretch your the number of bags that you're going to be able to do, because it gives you the outside and the inside. Now we'll have the backing fabric. So I'll bump that up to on the promotions page. If you haven't gotten it yet, hey Lori, could you grab me a panel, a Minky Kim panel? If you haven't gotten it yet, I'm going to show it to you right now. We just got restocked with those too. So order those and the Sally tomato zippers. Just so, because they get a limited amount in. And of course, I've ordered more. Oh, we did something from Sedona. But it's not like we go on there and we do a lot. We probably did like one. So this is the Minky Kim panel. Like I said, we just got more of these in. And so they have all of the bags on here. Isn't it so cute? So you need the panel. If you're going to use your own zippers, you can use your own zippers. But that Sally tomato, I can't even show you one because I don't have one. The Sally tomato fruit zipper pack is perfect for this. So
and it matched.
It matched.
It's like
it matched,
crazy.
and it had like the cutest zippers. It came with the zipper pulls. The colors of the zipper tape just matched so perfectly. And these are, I think this is all from that panel. Michelle did use some fabric to supplement, but I have that lining fabric.
So Margaret asks, how much should we get of that background fabric?
Which background fabric? For these? Hey, Michelle, probably a yard. I mean, this panel's a yard, so I think if you ordered a yard, is it up there? These are the colors that I got.
So you put some back here.
Do you mind grabbing me the green and the pink?
And then Kat asked, I think it was Kat that had asked, do you put the shape flex on and then cut, or do you?
That'll all be in the sew along, and Michelle will do a supply list.
It's not shape flex, it's foam.
Well, no, she's asking specifically about
this?
shape flex, and I think it probably just has nothing to do with anything but shape flex.
Okay, so these are the background fabrics, and I think they should be up if you look up Minky Kim. But there is a green, isn't this sweet with the roses? There is a pink, and then there is a red. So there's a little something for everyone. And those are going to be the background fabrics that you can buy to go with the panel. These are here, and Graydon put them up on the site. These are also included in that panel. Aren't these sweet? They're just like little coasters. So Michelle did everything on that panel, and it's a panel of fun. A panel of fun. The other thing you should order I should bump this up too.
So Kat wasn't asking. She was just asking in general. When you use Shape Flex, do you add then cut, or do you cut then add?
Oh, I'd say it depends. When I'm doing what?
I love that answer.
Because it does. Like sometimes you just have like today, for instance, when we do our cookie cutter that we're going to start at 10:30, so I'm going to go soon. When we do that, I cut the pieces and then I add because there's only like a couple pieces that need it. When I'm doing a Kimberbell quilt, you're going to be, that would mean that you're cutting 3 times. You would cut the fabric, you would cut the Shape Flex. No, it would mean twice, right? But you'd have to measure twice. So when I'm doing a Kimberbell quilt, I leave it on the bolt. I just like roll it out and then I put all my pieces on there so I don't have to measure twice. All my, the pieces that are going to be backed, I put them all on there and I fit them on there so it's as efficient as possible. I iron them on and then I cut them apart. So it really, really depends. Sometimes if you're just doing a couple, you're going to cut and add. Sometimes when you're doing a lot, you're going to take the pieces that need the Shape Flex and you're just going to put it on your yardage and then cut them apart.
Do we cut as low as a 1/4 yard?
I will cut you a 1/4 yard. Yep.
So that's probably our minimum cut.
Yeah. So if you want to do, this is going to be a so long. Michelle is not doing all of these. She's probably going to just do one. But that'll kind of walk you through the bag. Oh my God. Maybe she has to do 2 because look at this one has the little ends on it. So cute. These are so cute. Great. What great presents these would make too, right? Because I know you're starting your holiday sewing. So if you're going to do this, we're going to do it in November. It's happening no matter what. If you don't get your zippers, I'm sorry. You should have ordered them. I have a lot of people that I owe them, so get them ordered. So panel, lining fabric, zippers. Michelle will put together a supply list for that.
So can we just talk really quickly about service? Because that just reminded me, and I haven't really been hammering upon it. We remain under a week out on service. We've had this remarkable string of just smooth services. What really sets us behind is when we see machines with bigger issues. And quite frankly, for my, shout out to my local ladies, I feel like we are at a point where you guys do such a good job of maintaining prior to necessity. And I think the stitch count information, once again, if you're on a brother or baby lock machine, embroidery machines, service your machine under 3 million stitches. I'd say at least every 2 years, whichever comes first. Sewing only machines, 1 million stitches, under 2 years, same rules apply there, just simply because of at least in our environment, it gets very, very dry. When we have these long stretches of smooth services, we get through a lot, and the guys have done a bang up job. Shout out to Dax for just being amazingly consistent. Shout out for Max. Max has been coming in a lot of times on Mondays and working on Mondays when he's completely uninterrupted. And then shout out to John, who is our wonderful vacuum tech, who has
his
just
1 year anniversary.
Reached his year anniversary. So pizza party at A-1. And we couldn't do what we do without those guys. But we remain within a week on service for most stuff. And unless we're waiting for parts or something like that. And for those of you who've been waiting prior to servicing, prior to the holiday, don't. Get it in now. Next week may set us back a little bit. But don't make that mistake of waiting until, late October, November, when you're like, I've got to have it back. I'm in the middle of my holiday project. Because, literally every year we get to a point, normally by the time we hit November, where I'm like, no more same day services. We're just getting stuff out.
Okay, I gotta talk about stuff because I need to leave.
Okay.
Quilty Christmas. So today I'm doing a cookie tester. That's gonna happen soon. If for some reason you can't find the link, I posted it. So go to the website, look up cookie tester, and where it pops up, I put the link, the Zoom link in there. So it's in there. You don't have to call the store. Just go onto the website, type in cookie tester, and for the listing for the design and the kit, the link is right there. So you can go ahead and get that link. If you're having problems, though, for some reason, call the store. I don't want anyone to not be able to get on. Quilty Christmas, I think I might just be filming the rest because tomorrow we're doing Gingerbread Christmas. I sent out a letter. I'm going to add the link to, I'll add the Zoom link into the listing for for Gingerbread Christmas. I'm going to add it there too. If for some reason you didn't get it, call this store. Some of you have servers that are screening me out. So, but today, reach out to me today. Do not reach out to me tomorrow before the class starts because it gets really busy. I mean, if you have to, of course, do that. I hate the idea of anyone not being on there.
She's like, don't do it. No, go ahead, do it.
Well,
okay. We love
try
you.
to do it. Try to do it today so I can deal with it today.
When
if
was
you're not
it
getting
sent?
the link, I sent it last night. out.
So if you don't have it now, do it now. That's how that's stated. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it now. If you're watching this, you're part of the event. Check your email. Make sure you have the link. If not, reach us today.
But I'm going to add it. I am also going to add it to the listing for gingerbread in case for some reason it's getting screened out. I'm going to add the Zoom link there, but there was also a supply list and there was also a welcome letter. So we are starting, Michelle's going to start the event. We're starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time, our time. That means East Coasters, noon. That means Central Time, 11. That means Mountain Time, 10.
This is amazing.
Yes, I did it. I did it.
What time is it starting here?
9 a.m. Like I said, we are starting with the placemat. Michelle's going to be starting. She's going to do the placemat. Then she's going to do Patrick's pasties. You know what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to end it with the gingerbread house. Any other questions? Because we're going to go. Oh, I promised you guys that I was going to put up that OESD stocking design, and I didn't do it because last night, guess what? We got home, and all our power cords were here at the store, and my computer died, and so I couldn't do it. I'll do that today. It might not be during the day because I'm going straight from the sew-along into a class this afternoon. Oh, Hawaii time. I forgot Hawaii time. Hawaii time, you're 3 hours. So you're going to be...
6.
Oh, no! I never thought... I'm a jerk. I didn't even think about my Hawaii people.
This takes a long time.
Yeah.
And, you need the day. So... just enjoy your beautiful
Hopefully
6 a.m.
You're
Hawaiian
a morning
sunshine.
person. Go out and do your salutation to the sun. Ah! I'm awake now. That's my salutation. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. I am so sorry. Okay, I'm going to see a bunch of you in just a little bit. Even if you're not stitching the cookie tester with us, you're welcome to use the Zoom link that's there and use it as a sit and sew. I always tell people the more the merrier, and you deserve some time for you. Is there anything else? We're going to talk about this tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
We're over.